Hello, Aku here again. Welcome back to Resonant Rise 3 Experimental. I'm on a server at the minute with Liara, and it's been a couple of days since you last seen me on here. I got a little bit in front with my videos. I ended up doing 2 videos on 2 days, so I ended up like a couple of days in front, and I didn't want to get too far in front because I like to not be too far in front because of feedback from comments and stuff. So I've done quite a little bit off camera. Now I've done quite a lot of Foundcraft research. I've done all that one. I've got Falmium Wand and Silverwood caps done, and equal trade. In alchemy, I've got to the essentially distillation. Not much more than that really. Artifice, I've got infusion open, but I've not got a place to put infusion yet. I've done a couple of other things. Gullimancy, I've just opened it up a little bit and got some of the ones you can purchase. Automagia, this is awesome. I've not made any of these yet, but in fact I've made a remote comparator, but it's not working with the blood altar at the minute. I made a remote comparator to work on my blood altar. I'll show you it working on something else, but it doesn't actually work on the blood altar at the minute, so that's an issue with the blood altar, because I've made the Project Red one and that don't work on the blood altar either. Dim crystals. So these two, I think, well, I'll explain these when I actually make them, but what these can do is, instead of just having a constant output signal, if you use like vanilla redstone, the signal gets weaker, yeah? So, have we got a lever? I've not got a lever. I must have a lever. A lever in there? What levers? There we are. So, with vanilla redstone, if you put some down, I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here, but if you put some down, then you see there in the wheel there, 15, 14, 13, 12. I'm losing signal strength, so that'll eventually go down to 0. With things like red alloy wire, that stays constant. It doesn't. It drops, but it drops over a lot longer period or a lot longer distance. So if you're trying to fine-tune things to a certain power, it's actually quite difficult. All I've had to use before is vanilla redstone, which is a bit messy. I mean, I think it looks alright on the floor, but I think it could look nicer. So what these things do, what one of these does, I'm not sure which one it does, but what these can do is you can set the signal strength for your redstones for specific stuff. So say if you had a comparator for that, you wanted to keep a chest half full, you'd set the comparator to 7 or 8. So you'd normally do that by running redstone around it, vanilla redstone. What you can do, you can set one of these to put out 7 or 8, even if it's getting a full, I don't know which one it is, but even if it's getting a full signal in it, it'll put out 7 or 8. So then you can fine tune stuff like that. It's really nice. And some of them that goes over distance, I think. But I'll make all these and we'll get into them. There's also this very cool thing down here, greedy chest. This is what I'm going to do my sorting system on, I think, if I can. Greedy chests, you can add filters to them and stuff, and they pull from other chests nearby to them, and other greedy chests. The enchanted paper lets you make whitelist and blacklist for them. I've not got onto that one yet, and that's a thirsty tank that can if I can pick up a bucket, can be swallowed. So that's interesting as well. I might have to play with that for my cow farm. Like I said, I'm trying to do everything magically as possible, apart from the Ender IO stuff. Speaking of other mods though, there's a mod in here called Ancient Warfare that looks really awesome. I can't spell ancient. Ancient Warfare looks really cool. You can have like custom NPCs and stuff. There's pirate archers and pirate leaders. So once I've got my my pirate ship into my cove, I'm going to have some of them guys on there, aren't I? So this is the mod I'm going to get into. It's got things like drawbridges as well, and iron gates and stuff. So I will be getting into ancient warfare at some point. I can guarantee you that. But when, I do not know, because there's lots of stuff to do. I noticed last time I did nothing off the to-do list, so I'm determined to do stuff off the to-do list today. For anyone on the server, by the way, I've made a tome of knowledge sharing. If you want to skip having to do a lot of Foundcraft research, if you just come pick this book up and click it, then you'll have my research. But that's only for people on the server, of course. Let's say if anyone watches me, I don't even know. Yeah, I know some of the guys do. Right then. So, last episode we did nothing. This episode I plan to do some things. Now MFR wrenches I've worked out I do not actually need, so I'm going to pull that off. The ranchers, I was thinking two things: ink from squid and milk from cows. I've made a little contraption downstairs that I'll show you that I'm getting me the milk from the cows. And ink from squid I don't need because I've got black flowers, and so that does you for ink. Anything that doesn't work properly, I can just get a little bit of ink by killing. If anything that actually needs vanilla squid ink, I can doing that. Rituals, I want to get my Well of Suffering made, and part of the farming station, I want Rituals of the Green Grove underneath there. BC Builder, I want to get that made just so I can get that pirate ship across here before anyone wrecks it. Botanical Alchemy and Wither Kill. I want to do Botanical Alchemy to get myself a nice strength potion and regen potion, and I'm going to kill a Wither because I need a nether star for something. No, for flight. I need a nether star for flight. Mob farms, need to get on with that. And then block placer for automatically placing cakes to get my Britannia power. And the flintlock, it's Pirate Cove. I should have a flintlock really. I don't know how good they are though. But at some point I'm going to get on to making a flintlock. So I've got a load of stuff in here. So what else am I going to start with? Yeah, your farming stations, okay. So I've got a lot of stuff in here. I put some of these work tables down. I've got one in there with some Project Red logic stuff in. I've put little labels on the front. I've got one of these, there's a capacitor in there, so that's my Ender IO one. And I've got a lot of stuff ready to make some stuff. So farming stations, I need 3 of these to start with. Now I'm not 100% sure I'm going to power these as yet. I don't know if I'm just going to take one of them up there, or if I'm going to make another vat and another zombie generator. I'm not sure. But, I'm probably just going to take a capacitor bank up there for now. I don't want to use solar panels. I've got nothing against them. I just don't really want to use them at the minute. So what do I need for this? I need diamond hose. I need pulsating crystals. I also need diamonds. And I thought I had everything ready, and I clearly have not. I thought I had everything in there I needed. I am lying to you people. I apologise. I have not got everything there I needed at all. What we can get off the list though, really quickly, is there's the Ender. Excellent. We can upgrade him. He needs, if you click on him there, if you hold shift down, you see we need a vibrant crystal. Is his first upgrade. So let's have a look at that. Vibrant crystal is an emerald with vibrant alloy nuggets around it. So if I break one of them into nuggets and get an emerald, I've got quite a few emeralds, not bad. I've got most of them from one little overworld emerald deposit. There's certain little overworld emerald deposits lurking about. Now I believe I combined that in a anvil, and then I'm going to want a basic, a double, and an octadic capacitor, which I've made one of each. I basically made one of each to get the patterns into there, so that I had the patterns. And if we come down to our anvil, what I can do now is vibrant crystal. Get some levels, of course I do. I've got a lot of levels in here now. It's 10. Look at that, lovely that, isn't it? So that gets me empowered. Oh, that power it. Okay, cool. So now I need a power source for that, so I'm going to have to make a wireless charger, and then we can keep upgrading this. So it looks like it's 10 each time. Oh, it says, actually says it on it, doesn't it? So basic capacity and 10 level. I can travel with it, Ender crystal and 30 level. I'm not going to bother doing that one. But let's take another 30 levels then. I guess for the next one, double layer is 15 levels. So then the octadic I think is maybe 30. Octadic's 20, so I need another 20 levels. You see this, because it's when your levels are lower, your levels go up quicker. So even though I've taken like 40-50 levels, it's only gone down by about 5 or 6 because this was up to 70 something, wasn't it? So that's why it's that level you're showing there. That's for level if you had 68. So if I had 67 levels and clicked it, it'd take a full level. Because I only had 0 or 1 level or whatever, it only took a really tiny amount of that. You see? Anyway, I digress. Let's get this final upgrade on there. Bam, bam. And now we've got a very fancy sword. So I need to get power into this. I'm not going to put the ender crystal on it though. But, plus 6 attack damage, increased skull and ender pearl drop, send a cat teleport once hit, plus 2 damage when powered. And then 95% of the damage absorbed by power, so it doesn't need repairing much. And I've got a nice powerful sword there, so I should probably use... I'll get that enchanted, I should be using that. Because I want Enderman head drops for a start. And there's certain other head drops that are going to be very useful for me. So there we go, there's the ender. That's a nice bit of stuff. For that, I'm probably going to need a wireless charging thing. That guy, wireless charger. He actually needs an Enderman head. Okay. So I actually need an Enderman head for that. I don't think I've got any yet. I have not. Right, so I cannot get him charged up yet. But I'll get him enchanted and I'll get him charged up. So there's one thing off the list at least. Bam. I'll get this stuff ready for the farming stations. The milk thing, by the way, that I mentioned, I've got a little setup down here, a little ghetto setup. It's working quite nice though. As you can see, I made a couple of fluid tanks from Ender IO. It's quite nice and cheap and useful. That one is just iron bars, iron ingots and a normal bit of glass. And that's got all the input output stuff that Ender IO's other stuff's got, so that's really cool. What I've got is just an autonomous activator here with a milk bucket in it. Milk bucket's in there because that's full. And this is got a filter in to pull out full buckets. And then that's just a normal input. So the full bucket comes into there, puts milk into there, empty bucket gets there, empty bucket gets pushed out the bottom. There you go. Bottom set to push, top set to push. Oh, top don't need to be set to push, it just fills anyway. So pushes the empty bucket back in there, which then milks the cow, sends it back round again. So I've just filled up a couple of drums full of milk there. So that one's actually empty. Why are you empty? Do I need to push from the top? I maybe do. Push. There we go, he's filling up now. But as you see, it normally spills a bit of milk in the cow, so you need to make sure your cow's well captive. Hello cow, you alright? You're my milky cow. I might even name you, because you're alright. So what I've got there was, I've got a full drum. Drums are really easy to make. I think they take about 30 odd iron in total. It's just a cauldron, iron pressure plate below and above it, and then 6 iron ingots. So really useful for carrying 256 buckets worth of stuff. So I've got another bucket here, and I've got another fluid tank. Fluid tank is pulling out of the drum. Sorry, another drum, not a bucket. Fluid tank's pulling out of the drum that was here. That one's empty. It's putting it into this liquid crafter, where I am able to craft cake. Wonderful. So my little timer there is what's triggering this to craft egg, sugar, wheat, and then the milk coming in. So let me make all this cake that I can use in my Kekimundus plants to get me mana. So that's what's going on there. Right, I'll cut. I'll get some stuff made. Okay then, I am back and I've got some stuff made as I said I would. I have got 3 diamond hose, 3 diamonds, and I've got some pulsating iron nuggets, which is a bit I was missing. So what I need to do with this is, oops, as you can see, I've just been to the nether, and I've got some more glowstone while I was there. I'll tell you what I was getting, but it means I'm going off book again already. I've only been recording like 5 seconds, and I'm already going off book. I was getting another necrotic bone, so I was trying to show you how I've been making these heart canisters. If you've never done these are Tinker's Constructs. Empty canister is just 4 aluminium ingots. Oh, you can use tin ingots and a bone as well if you haven't got any aluminium. That's good to know because we've only got aluminium gravel on the server at the minute. Then a necrotic bone comes from wither skeletons. A heart you get from looting mobs. And a jeweled apple is just 4 diamonds around an apple. Gets you a red heart canister. And if you open your inventory and click on this diamond chest plate, you can put up to 10 hearts in there. You can also get 10 yellow hearts. And there's 10 green hearts that a commenter called James told me about that we can't craft yet, but eventually that's like 30 extra hearts of health. So as you can see now, I have got 6 orange hearts of my red ones on my bar there, and that's all good. I also managed to get another, while I was there, I managed to get another 3 wither skeleton skulls using the ender. The ender I can charge up in here, so I don't need to make a charging station. I can just charge it in there, of course, in the capacitor bank. Very nice, very nice. So let's carry on then. What we want is diamonds surrounded by these nuggets. It's going to get us these pulsating crystals. Wonderful. And with them, I should not be able to make a farming station. Farming. Now, I've had a little play around with these in creative, and they're a lot more not complicated. Complicated is the wrong word. They're a lot more fiddly to set up than, say, MFR farming stations. What are they called, the MFR ones? I can't. Planters, that's it. And what's the other one? Harvesters. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a bit more complicated to set up because you need to constantly feed it with axes, and I'll show you when we get them made. There's a couple of little iffy things. Now, in this one, these Z logic controllers, or if you're American, Z logic, I guess, but in English that's called Z logic, and you can only make one of these at a time. So you need something to feed. If you want to automate this will only fit one of each of these in. So if you're not, to show you what I mean, if I try clicking 4 more zombie skulls in there, it's not letting me. If I try and click 5 in there, it'll just put 1 in. So I guess you'd have to have them feeding in separately. Once you've got all the bits fed in, you can make these logic controllers. Very nice, and we want them in there as well. And that should be everything we need to make 3 of them. Cool. Now, I'm going with 3 to start with. You can upgrade these to larger size, but the way I want to do them is I want to have the blood magic green grove rituals underneath. You can increase the size of them as well, but I'm not going to do that yet. But for now, I'm just going to have. For now, I'm not even having the rituals, but I will have the rituals at some point. Right. What do I want now? I need something else from in here. I need a thing called a crafter. The AI has been having problems with her elevator from a pneumatic craft. It caused a few server crashes, which is a bit unfortunate. Crafter, I need another one of them, and another one of them. What am I looking for? Crafting bench. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's empty now. I can use that. Wonderful. And I need that other Z logic controller I was making. Wonderful. And crafter, excellent. And then the only thing we need power. And for power, I'm going to go with a couple of Sterling generators. I didn't craft these just yet, just in case you're not seeing it, because we didn't use these at the start. And there we go. I've got 2 Sterling generators. I guess Poppy's put more posters of Jimi Hendrix up. Yeah, very cool. The Biblio Craft posters. They're all very nice if you have a look at them. Right, this is my farming area that I've crafted. I've built. I'm going to change it around a little bit because the one here that's got ender pearls in. These ender plants, once you've got them on the ender cores, they actually can grow faster than standard. So once we've got them on ender cores, then they will respond to a ritual of the green grove. At the minute they will not. What I didn't do is I didn't leave space for trees. So that's trees are going to go in there for now, and the ender ones are going to go in here. But we'll start by putting the seeds in. So while we're up there, let's place our farming stations. Now your farming station, boop. Oops, did not want 2 to place. I'll break that with a wrench just in case. I don't think it would break with a pick, but there we go. So you've got a couple of things you need to see in here. If you are farming things that get harvested normally, you need a hoe in it. If you are farming trees, you need an axe in it. Southwest, southeast is the 4 corners, but it also does the 1 line that it's going down as well. So they could plant in these lines here, but because I'm planning to have 3x3 rituals underneath, I've just done it like this for now, little 3x3s. So there's some dead space here. These plants of course do not have seeds, so they won't go in there. But if we are looking at this one, so that's northwest. Northwest is where I want these to plant, so I'll put them ender lily seeds in there. Of course, the essence berry bushes don't have seeds, so that don't matter. One of the issues I've found is when you've got them mixed with different things in, like over here we've got 4 different things. If the seeds fill up in one, and you don't have seeds in another, the seeds will also fill the other one up as well, which is possibly a bit of an issue. In my test world, when I had rituals of the green grove going on, it was all going really fast and hectic. Then it all got a little bit messy. I've lost one. There it is. So we've got them three guys there, and we've got power and we've got item conduits running to them. So this one, if for example they don't have seeds, they do, they don't, so they have seeds. So this is going to end up with 4 lots of finger seeds in, so that's actually not actually a problem. The plan for this is to end up with 4 essence berry ones and 4 ender pearl ones, and then again the plan after that is to upgrade my rituals of the green grove once there. But that's a bit, this is expandable, so this is just a basic setup. I'm going to gradually keep expanding this. What I've set up in here is just 8 barrels with the things in that we're going to be wanting out of these, and what we need to do is set them up to extract. We've got power going in once we get power, so let's put the Sterling generators down. So Sterling generator and Sterling generator. What I've got here is an alloy smelter, which I crafted off camera because you've already seen that, because we've got one in the base. So what's going to happen is this is going to take in oak logs. Now I don't think anything else burns, so I don't think anything else will go into there, but I'll have to check that. If anything else burns, I may have to put a filter on that ender conduit, but as it is, I don't have to put anything else in there, I don't think. Now there will become issues as well with this. One thing I'm going to have to do is, yeah, I've seen them, is add redstone to these and a redstone facade once I've got the rituals on, because I'm going to want it to turn the ritual off if these get full, otherwise it keeps pumping things out and throwing things all over the floor. I'm also going to need a trash can if certain things get full. Well, most things it's only one thing, so it could just turn off. So that's actually okay. Yeah, I might be alright with that actually, but there's a couple of things I'm going to need. First thing I need though is to bootstrap this, get a bit of power into this system. So I'm going to bring a capacitor bank up. Now the other thing we want down here is this guy, crafter. Now what we want in this is, what I put underneath here is an ignis extruder. That's making me cobblestone, and he can output to the top, but he's not going to put anything out yet because I've put no recipe in there. What I'm going to put in there is 3 cobble, and now that can output there, but it'll only output into the slots where the 3 cobble are. So that'll fill up with 3 cobble. I could also do another auto crafter. I'd need 2. I need one to craft from logs into planks and one from planks into sticks. But let me just change that wheeler because it's massive. Alpha down to about 65, scale down to about 80, should be okay. Yeah, that's a bit better, still a bit big. Now, I could craft the sticks with another crafter, but I plan to have witch spawners, and witch spawners give sticks, so I plan to use the sticks from the witch spawner straight into here. I'm going to B-space all these barrels. What that means is you can make them into like ender barrels where they can link to other ones. So for now I'm just going to manually put sticks in there. What I need is 2 sticks, and if I put sticks in the pattern thing there, and then set this guy to pull from the top. There we go. That is going to make us axes. Now all I need to do with that is set that to always extract, and whenever there's a place where an axe can go, then it'll go to where it needs to go. And the only place where an axe can go is into the farming stations. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set the extract to a different channel, so later on if I want to I can add a trash can. So that'll extract on red. What I need to set they're not up here, they're down there. What I need to set these guys to under here is in out. I want the insert to be on red, the extract to be on green. I don't think they need, well, I'll leave it active anyway. I don't think they need to be set to active. I think I'll just pull them out anyway, but I'm going to do that. Right, now I'm going to go downstairs, I'll get some power. We can bootstrap this system. I'm going to start off just by powering the tree one and see how it works. Okay then, I've grabbed one of my capacitor banks, and there it is. Hi YouTube, by the way, there we go. Right, So I'm going to put the capacitor bank here just to get this going a little bit. That's going to start putting power into things. Nothing should be happening in any of these yet, apart from power going into them. Why are you not getting power? Just not going in yet. Okay, it's sharing the power out amongst things. Now, none of these have, in fact, some of them should have seeds. So this might take a bit of doing. Max output. I'll leave it at 5k. So let's see if anything's happening up top as yet. I don't think I've got everything set right on the stuff yet. On the bottom of the farms. But there we go. We've got saplings going in there, and that's what I wanted to start with. So that's going in. That's cool. Let's get my sigil of the green grove, and let's just sleep as well. Oops. Well, let me sleep on a glass cover apparently, but I can sleep on a gravel path. It's not gravel, is it? Bricks. So I'll turn that on, and in fact I'll do more than turn it on. I'll bone meal that middle one. Could these be getting in the way? Come on, grow you bugger. Up like that. Just because I forgot about trees, don't mean. I think I might have to pull this border down off this. Let me check. Okay then, I've decided to move this over here. I didn't want my tree farms over here because I didn't want to get in the way of that, but I don't think it'll touch that because I kind of like that being there. I planted 2 of these over here. This one grew after 3 clicks. Let's see if one of these will grow. Yeah, that's fine. Why you not chop down? Oh, you do. There you go. This grew fine. This one right up against the bushes grew fine. Them trees just didn't want to grow there, no matter what I did. So there we go. Anyway, we have got now trees. Wonderful. Let's cut these ones down because they're in the way. Right, sweet. So underneath here, I've set that to in out with red on the input and green on the output, always active. So what that's going to do is they should be coming out of there. Yep, and they are. Cool. And saplings are going in there. So this is actually going to do all 4 of them. Wow, that was a weird shape. Now you see how quick this fills up? It's because I've got the thing on. When I've got the rituals underneath here, what I do need in this is 15 upgrades in there. That's the only way. That's how you speed these item conduits up. So with 15 in there, that'll keep up. Without them, it'll just end up with logs and saplings all over the floor. It'll get real messy really quick. But even as you can see, with the sigil of the green grove on, it gets pretty hectic over here. So let's turn that on a minute. Let's get a few more of these popping up. So this is of course taking my power at that capacitor at the minute. I'm scared. Meow. Right, that'll do for that. So we've got a bit of wood coming in, so what we should see down here. This, by the way, I'm kind of going the build style. I'm trying to go for a mix between like a bit of elven ruins meets the smugglery stuff. This is going to be like a tavern. I want a tavern overlooking the bay, and then over there I'm going to have like a farming area, animal farm area with cows and chickens and pigs and sheep, and that'll be over there. I did actually start, where I did that ritual of the banding on that little hill over there, I did start making a mage tower for Thaumcraft, but I've done mage towers before. I decided against it. So you have the ritual of banding's gone. That ritual of banding, by the way, I did last episode. You don't really use that much once you've got your bound blade. So I could build something on there. That we can see there actually in the distance in the water. But I did start building a tower and I thought, no, actually I don't want a tower. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build an underground mage's cave rather than a tower. So I'm just going to build a little pokey hole in the ground down under the base there that you go through a secret garage door to get to, and I'll do it that way instead. As you can see, look, already here we've got wood on the floor because the output's full. Why is the output full? Because I've not set the barrels, that's why. That barrel, none of these barrels are set up to input, are they? No, I'm an idiot. Insert and insert. So them being full means that this must be full up. So what we've got then is, because logs couldn't go in there, logs have come and filled them 3 slots up. This is alloy smelter is cooking them, feeding charcoal into the Stirling generators. Only one at the minute, it seems. Push. They're both set to push. So is that to pull as well? Don't think so. So it's maybe not. It's maybe I'll just feeding the other one first of all. Oops, turn that off again. There we go. So once that one's full, it will fill that one up. So I thought it might round robin then, but it doesn't. So that's doing that. This is crafting stone axe. It's going to pull one out, another one appeared straight away in the thing there. What I do need is another crafter on this side to craft the hose for the other farms, because of course they use hose, not axes. And I need to get this run on its own power. Now I'm not sure how many of these Stirling generators I want to use. That's only generating 20 RF a tick. What I need to do is make a couple of octadic upgrades for this. That'll make these generate 80 RF a tick, and the burn rate will be 1.5 times. So it'll burn a bit quicker, but it'll generate more energy. That should be fine, because this should all be self-generating. As you can see, even with the fact I've used power out of that, we've got 13 stacks of logs in there. So I can generate wood pretty quick by the look of it. Okay, let me get some octadic capacitors made, which you've seen me do before, so I'll do that off cam. I'll get them in there, and that'll put a bit more power out, and then we'll see about adding a second crafter on this side and getting hose made, and then we can start getting these farms involved as well. Okay then, this is pretty crazy actually. It draws quite a lot of power. My power's gone down again there, but as you can see, it hasn't been long since you last saw me. I'm up to 50 stacks of wood in there already, so I'm going to have to get some control on that really quick. I did change a couple of things. I've made it so that this guy, let's just tidy the top of that up. This guy extracts on red, and no, he doesn't. He inserts on red. What does he do? Who inserts on red? This guy. The alloy smelter takes wood on red, and this guy extracts on red. So he brings it on green. So the wood from the farm comes in on green, but the wood to the alloy smelter comes out of the barrel rather than from the farm. So the barrel is sending wood to the alloy smelter, which is that one, of course. So that wood's coming from the barrel. These are full of charcoal, so that's steady. Now, I didn't have to use crafters for this. I could have used like liquid crafters from MFR because they don't use power. But I just wanted to make this like an IO build anyway, so that's why I'm using that. And it is going through the sticks pretty quick. I've just made 28 stacks and accidentally made a stack of buttons, because that's what you do when you're making sticks. And I've made another crafter here that has got the ability to craft hose. So it's going pretty quick. Now, that 51 stacks already is nuts. I was not expecting that to fill up so quick. It's even dark and raining, but if I go to light and no rain, then you'll probably see stuff pop up there. I was just clicking on the conduit there, spammed me loads of stuff. So has that got actually power? And that's got power in it, but it's drawing it quicker than you'd expect. They're the wrong way around, but never mind. So as you can see, it puts in a hoe and an axe into about all of them. I've not set this one up yet, so I'll just turn this one on in a minute, and we'll see how this one does. So that one, as you can see, it's farmed them XP berries, which is nice. That will really benefit from the ritual of the green growth. That I don't think it needs it, because that's nuts on its own. I don't think that it's maybe because it's growing these real big trees, because it's spruce. That's maybe why it's filling up so quick. Lovely. I like it. So let's quickly turn this one on then. So I need to click on the bottom of there, and this one wants to be in out again, same as the rest, and insert wants to be on red, and extract wants to be on green. So what we should see is stuff start coming to these. There we go. So I think that's working as well. Now, like I said, I'm going to B-space all these barrels, which will be in another episode. So that's been culled. That doesn't seem to have worked. Does that not work? They've been done. Reeds maybe do not work in this. I've buried the reeds down one just to make it look tidy, but that might have made it so it don't work. It may take reeds when they get to the top, I don't know. Which I mean it may not take reeds at all. The wiki is a little sketchy about what it will and will not do. But I'll put reeds in there to see if it worked. We'll see if when they grow a bit more, I'll see if that brings them up. So let me take them out and I'll see if it actually gets any in there over a period of time. So yeah, that is really crazy. Tell you what, really quickly, I'm going to put redstone control on this. So I'll get the little bits ready we need. So let's look at Jabber. Two things I'm going to need. First is a Mark 1 upgrade on my barrel, which is just wooden fences. Then I need a redstone upgrade, 2 pistons and a block of redstone. And then I need a redstone facade, which is just wood and a redstone dust. Plus I need some redstone conduit, which you've seen the power conduit and the item conduit. Redstone conduit is just redstone alloy, which is just silicon and redstone. So I'll get them bits made because we're going to need to be able to turn that off, otherwise it's going to go nuts. Okay, it did go nuts, and I've had to climb in there and get a redstone and change it in here so that it was set to active with signal. So I've got it turned off at the minute. What I'm going to have to do, I think, is just make it. I'm going to put some stone down, restricting where these can plant, because I think it's a combination of it's because the spruce trees go real big in it. I kind of like it, but it's nuts. It filled that barrel up so quick, I couldn't believe it. These are all going a bit slower. This is taking these, so I don't know if it's in relation to this. I don't know if it's taking these when it's 1 block above this, or when it's 3 blocks high. I'm not sure. If it's when it's 1 block above this, I can move these back up. As it is, I've just left the glass off there, and that still works. As you can, I won't bother showing you, but trust me, that works. This one was getting issues. It was getting all nether wart and reeds and stuff into the seed pods. So I've just filled it full of wheat seeds. So now the wheat seeds are in there. The problem is wheat seeds now go in there. You saw some cotton go in there. Look, wheat seeds are now going into here. So I've had to put a barrel down for wheat seeds as well. So let's get this final bit of control on here. Turn that sigil off. Well, remember. So you need 2 things. You need 3 things for this. I forgot one. Damn it! I'll quickly make it on camera. Recipes getting a lot. Series episodes getting long. It's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's not quite right. There we go. 4 of them gets me the actual structural upgrade, which you need for upgrading Jabber barrels. Now, in an episode soon, I shall be upgrading these to B space barrels, which makes them, like I mentioned earlier, like ender barrels. So what you need to do, first thing you need to do is shift click onto the barrel you want. With that, this is actually going to go nuts in a minute, because when I give that a redstone signal, it's going to actually turn that tree farm on. Then you also, right, what that's done is that's given us, if you look at the whaler now, you see the upgrade slots, it's got 1 of 1, so that means it's got 1 available. It's only got 1 slot total. If you do more structural upgrades, you see that one, you get a total of 3, that one gets you 7, so on. So that's given us 1 upgrade, and if you look at the redstone upgrade, that uses 1 slot. So we've put that on there. That now has used that slot, so you see upgrade slots has gone to 0. We also need this guy, redstone facade. There's 4 planks around the redstone, and this goes on the back. We're not going to be able to see this because the conduit's in the way, but that's now on there. We're not actually connected there yet, so that's alright. That's now on there, and there's like a big red blob on the back there, but the conduit's in the way. It's just going to go mad for a second, isn't it? So what I need to do now then is, have I put the, check this out, we've got conduits, we've got ME, see the bottom left, we've got applied logistics, stuff in integration with Ender.io, very cool. So I'm just mouse wheeling, shift mouse wheeling, I want the redstone one, there it is. So yeah, we can see there, so I'm just going to click on that, and that's put that redstone signal through that redstone cable now, which will turn this on. If I've connected it all, it has. Look, there's logs flying at me. So now I need to turn that so that it's active without signal. There we go. So now whenever the barrel is full, in fact, I'm just going to have that always active a minute. because I want to clear all this out because it's crazy. So that should start clearing all that out. Are you not clearing it out? Because it's got less stuff to go. See how quick it's going through the axes. That was big stuff. Right. Active or out signal. Cool. No. Yeah, that's right. Active or out signal. Because that's full. That's putting the redstone signal into there. Means that that's not active. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this down by putting some stone blocks around it. So it's only got some. It's only got 4 4x4s. 4 2x2s. I mean. So it doesn't go crazy and keep going in massive trees. But there we go. We've got that redstone controlled off the barrel. So now that will only actually turn on once that's emptied, and there's at least room for 1 log in the barrel. Excellent. And that, I reckon, is a good place to wrap up. So I'm going to finish the episode there. Thank you as always for watching. It's a little bit more convoluted, I guess, than the MFR route I usually do, and I didn't want to use solar panels, so I wanted to do that little feedback loop with making the charcoal and stuff, and I wanted it to craft the axes and the hose down here as well. So I've added a little bit on, but it makes it a bit more fun, doesn't it? And there you see I've put a seed barrel there. Next episode we will be putting a couple of Rituals of the Green Grove under some of these, but not all of them, because the tree one certainly doesn't need it, and the Ender Pearl one won't work with it yet, but we'll be putting one underneath the XP berry bush for sure, and I'll be doing something to turn that into liquid XP and getting it auto stored into my experience obelisk. Cool. Hope you join me for that. Cheers. Bye.